If you're someone who has ever wondered how to achieve your goals faster, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Tiffany Toombs. I'm a high-performance mindset coach that has worked with thousands of people across the world to help them reprogram their minds so they can achieve their goals faster. In this video, I'm going to share with you my foolproof system for setting goals that you'll actually achieve and that you'll build momentum for quickly. Now, the first step to achieving any goal is that you have to set a goal in a very specific way. When most people set goals, they focus on what they don't want. I spent 20 years in the fitness industry and people would tell me things like, I don't want to be overweight anymore. I don't want to be out of breath when I walk up the stairs. I don't want to be whatever. And I hear this even today. I don't want debt. I don't want fear. I don't want this. The thing is, the way that our unconscious mind works is that it's unable to process the word not. And anytime we focus on something, it puts that whatever we're focusing on into the reticular activating system, which is like the GPS of the mind. Whatever goes into the GPS is what we are going to get the fastest and easiest route to. So if you're constantly focusing on debt, right? Even though you're saying, I don't want debt, the focus is still on debt. If you're focused on debt or being overweight or anything that you don't want, you're actually creating more of that in your life. And my clients who come to work with me see this time and time again. I set this goal at the beginning of the year. I haven't achieved it. In fact, I have more debt now. I'm more overweight. I'm more whatever it is than at the beginning of the year when I set the goal. And it's because they've actually achieved the goal, just not in the way that they've set it. So when we set the goal, we want to focus specifically on what we want. So if you were to say something like, well, I want financial freedom, that's not specific. Let's say you have $20,000 in debt that you want to pay off, and you want to go on a $10,000 holiday, and you want to have an extra $20,000 in the bank. Then your focus would need to be on making an additional $50,000. That's specific, and it's focused specifically on what you want. So specific and what we want. So stated in the positive. From there, once we've defined what we're going after, we can figure out what's the gap between where we are now and where we're going. What do I need to learn to fill that gap? Are there any pieces of knowledge that I need to acquire? Are there skills that I need to learn? What do I have to do to go from A to B? Before I share with you the next step in achieving your goals faster, I want to hear from you. What is the goal that you're working on now? Go to the comments below and let me know. I would love to support you and cheer you on. The second thing that we need to do is we actually have to create a plan to get there. Most people set a goal. I'm going to make $1 million, and then they just sit there. It's just gonna come to me. It's just gonna come. Did you know only 3% of the population actually sets a goal, and of the 3% that sets a goal, only 1% creates a plan to get there? We need a plan of action. So what I like to do is I like to reverse engineer the goal. Start with the end goal and ask yourself, what happened just before that? What happened just before that? And break it down into very small chunks all the way back to where you are now. So let's say your goal is to run a retreat, a successful retreat for people. Then that would be the goal. What happened just before that? People show up at the retreat. You sent out the confirmation for the retreat. What happened just before that? People registered for the retreat. What happened just before that? You put out the marketing and let people know that you were running a retreat. What happened just before that? You confirmed the venue. What happened just before that? You took all the photos and videos that you need for the marketing. What happened just before that? You go and see the venues that are available to you. What happened just before that? You research the venues. What happened just before that? You create the itinerary of what you want to do at the retreat, so you know what you need in the venues. What happened just before that? You decide to run a retreat, and that might be where you are now. Now, studies have shown if we can take the first step of that plan within the first 24 or 48 hours of setting the goal, the rest of the momentum will build naturally. So reverse engineer your goal, whatever goal it is, reverse engineer it, and you'll find that it becomes a whole lot more manageable and easier, and you take the overwhelm out of it. All of a sudden, you know exactly what it is that you need to do. Before I share with you the last step, and this is the step most people miss, so it's the most important. Before I share it with you, I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel. I'm putting out brand new videos every single week to help you master your mind so that you can achieve more of everything that you want and deserve in this life. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So the piece most people miss when they are looking to achieve their goals faster is they have to do the inner work. They have to identify what are the limiting beliefs that are going to slow me down. Now, most people think that they can just out-think, out-willpower, out-self-discipline their limiting beliefs. But this couldn't be further from the truth, especially not in the long run. You see, your goals come from your conscious mind, which is only 4% of your mind's capacity. Your limiting beliefs are stored in your unconscious mind, which is 96% of your mind's capacity. So if you think that you can get the 4% of your mind to overpower the 96% of your mind 100% of the time, you're actually setting yourself up for failure. When people don't deal with their limiting beliefs will pull the handbrake to stop their momentum. This can show up in the form of procrastination, fear, imposter syndrome, self-doubt, or self-sabotage. I've watched people get to the last step of their plan and completely burn down everything that they've built through self-sabotage because they didn't believe they were worthy of it. So we have to go in and deal with those limiting beliefs, that emotional baggage, if we truly want to achieve our goals faster. The more inner work you do, the faster you're going to be able to build momentum. If you're ready to start doing that inner work and you want some exercises to help you overcome fear, imposter syndrome, and so much more, I would love to have you join me in the free 5-day Mind Mastery Challenge. I created this challenge to help people have tangible tools that they can use anytime those mental blocks start popping up so that they can overcome them very quickly. All you have to do to get instant access to this challenge is go to nlpworksheet.com or click on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.